Hi, I'm Michaela and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm kind of having a weird day and I just wanted to mess around with my plants. So that's what we're going to be doing. I just want to try and relax. It's like a kind of gloomy late summer Saturday. Samuel's at work and I'm just here with these crazy little dogs. And yeah, I always have a lot of plant stuff I could be doing, so that's what I'm gonna do today. I actually tried to film a plant chores video earlier this week and I just got way too ahead of myself. I was trying to have videos just ready, edited, everything 3 weeks in advance, and I just kind of got to where I was rushing through it and they weren't what I wanted them to be. But anyway, I was just rushing around and I ended up filming a whole plant chores video, and then I was gonna film another video in the same day. So I formatted my SD card and I lost the whole video because I was just trying to do too many things and I never put it on my computer. So I just lost all of that footage and I was really mad at myself, but also it was a good reminder just to be more intentional, and you guys deserve better too. I was rushing through it and I don't know, I feel like YouTube is something you can really tell when someone's not enjoying themselves, when they're rushing around, rushing through things. You can tell, and I just don't, it's not as much fun to watch. So yeah. You guys deserve better. So we're just gonna do some chill plant chores today. Okay, so I have these cuttings that I put in water. I took them the other day and then I ran out of time to put them in moss. So I'm gonna do that today. This is just a reverted part of my variegated burl marks cuttings that I took. Ooh, these are really pretty. These could probably even just go into soil. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Here's a little ring of fire cutting. I've been really stressed out this week for some reason. Well, part of it is my husband started a different job, so his schedule's a little bit different. So I don't know. I'm someone who really needs my routine and my schedule, and when it gets disrupted, it's just I don't know. I really struggle with that. So, and it's like, I don't, because his weekends are different now, so I don't really know when my weekends are supposed to be either. I don't know. It probably sounds weird or dumb, but it's thrown me off. And the dogs too, so it's not just me. I think I've said this before, but these leaf sheath things, I always take those off. That's gonna go too. Just because I feel like they rot more often than not, so. Okay, so I know Philodendron Painted Lady is kind of becoming more common. So, I mean, I don't know. A lot of people seem to not like it as much because of that. I still really like them, and I still sell a lot of them too, which has kind of surprised me. But I feel like my plant, my mother plant, looks significantly different from a lot of the ones that I'm seeing in like big garden centers. Like, they don't look like this. They don't have this kind of color. It's more like this, but more muted. And I think it has a lot to do with lighting, but I don't know. It's definitely surprised me that I've still been selling as many of them, but I'm definitely not complaining. But like, I don't know. I would rather have like this plant than like an uglier one for $10 less. I don't know. That's just me. If I'm gonna spend money on something, I feel like I save money buying the thing that I actually want rather than like 3 things that I don't really want and then end up buying the thing I wanted all along that was more expensive. But that's just my 2 cents. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. A Philodendron Painted Lady is a very underrated plant. I really need to take some more cuttings to fill this up again. I was just potting all of these cuttings up yesterday, and then I've been keeping on the top shelf plants that are just like a little more sensitive and don't like the greenhouse as much. I'm just kind of keeping them in here to care for them a little bit better. Okay, so I don't know if I talked about this or not yet, but I'm kind of like trying to downsize a little bit inside my house just because, I don't know, it's a little bit too many plants at this point with my plant business. So anything that I don't love and can't really use for my shop, I'm just kind of going to part with. And in doing that, I'm also combining lots of multiples. So, and I know these are not the same plant, but I'm going to combine them anyway. These 2 variegated ficus, this is the Taniki and this is the Ruby. And this one was out on my porch. But anyway, it is almost time to start thinking about bringing plants back inside. So I'm gonna combine these into one pot, and I think it'll be a lot better. What I really need is like a bucket for my old soil. I think this is not going to be big enough, but I'm going to try it anyway. No wonder I have to water this thing all the time. Oh. I feel like you guys probably think I just neglect the heck out of my plants, because every time I repot stuff on camera, there's one of these things in there. In my experience, this doesn't really, I don't know, seem to harm the plant really badly or anything. You just have to water it all the time and try not to break the roots off when you repot it. Because I mean, they're still getting water and everything, so they're still perfectly functional. I'm definitely gonna have to cut this pot, I think. Yeah. Okay. This was actually the first plant that I ever ordered online, because back in like 2019, I think, this was like a really cool plant, but you couldn't really find it in any nurseries and stuff. So it was the first plant that I ordered online. And I remember just like kind of freaking out because it was kind of cold the day that it got delivered. And something happened with like the squirrels on my porch or something, and like the box was all messed up when I found it, but the plant ended up being fine. Yeah, super random. I also really badly need to clean this pink one. So I've been seeing here lately a lot of the Ficus shiverianas for sale, which is exciting, and I'm really considering getting one because I love Ficus, but I haven't done it. Also, I don't know how much they cost. Also, I feel like a lot of people struggle with Ficus, and I'm not sure what I'm doing differently, but I really just do not struggle with Ficus. So I'm just not sure what it is. Maybe I've just gotten really lucky. I have a lot of Ficus though. Ooh, I love it. Okay, so now I'm going to be combining these two forgetty eyes. Again, I don't have room to have like 20 pots of every kind of plant in my house. So, uh-oh, looks like we've got a little bit of root rot. Oh well. That happens sometimes. And these I've also transitioned outside of my cabinet. So they're actually doing pretty well. They're not growing like as quickly by any means, but they're doing okay. Huge mess today. Here. I really like the idea of trying to fit this into this pot because it's one of my favorite pots. And having like my favorite plant in my favorite pot would be very exciting. Okay, I think that'll work. Had some other plants I wanted to kind of combine also. Was that me making that sound or was that me? Okay, that's cute. All right, I made a way bigger mess than I was hoping to make. Got some of that dirt, dust in my nose. Okay, so I've got a bunch more stuff to repot, or maybe not a bunch. Got a couple more things to repot. The first one, can you even see what I've been doing? I don't even know. Is this Hoya walliniana, and it's starting to sun stress really well, and I'm excited, but it needs to be repotted very badly. So I used to love these orchid pots, or I thought I loved them. However, I find that this is usually what happens, is I end up having to cut them. Okay, now it's all dirty, but that's okay. Okay, so I've showed this one a few times. This is my Hoya Sarawak, and we've been on a journey, we'll say that. But the leaves have started to yellow. I'm not seeing any new growth, but I think it's time for it to come out of water. So I'll put it in this little pot and we'll see what happens. I don't really have high hopes. I'm disappointed because this was like a big wish list Hoya for me, but it hasn't done well for me at all. I don't really know why either. Okay, so my Hoya Serpens, I don't know if you guys remember this one, but I have re-rooted it. It got pretty bad root rot earlier on in the summer, but it is recovering really well. I need to go out and get another pot. It's really helped to, like, I don't know, I've re-rooted it in water, and just like seeing this one get root rot from being so underwatered has helped me a lot with propagating this plant. Like, I had several propagations and they weren't really doing as well as other Hoyas were for me, and now I know why. It definitely needs more water than my other Hoyas in my experience. So if you're struggling with your Hoya Serpens, that could be part of it. Okay, so the next one, oh my gosh, there's a new leaf. That's so pretty. The next one is a Syngonium milk confetti. And I traded this plant with Kenna, and I'm really excited about it. I'm a really big fan of Syngoniums. I know not everyone is, but I definitely am. And this thing rooted really fast too. What did I trade her for this? I think I traded a Syngonium Hoya. Oh, and I have the perfect pot for this too. I'm looking at it. I was not planning this, but I accidentally have the perfect pot. Oh, it's full of water. Or do I like that? Well, I don't know if I like that or not. We'll see. So I got these little cups at the Walmart clearance department, and look, they go with my watering can almost perfectly, and they were $1 each. I'm really excited about them. I kind of want to go back and get some more, but I don't know that I really need them. So I'm just going to be wiping down this plant because it was outside, so it's probably a little bit dirty. I just put flea and tick stuff on her so her little head looks wet. Oh, nope, this is for cleaning the plants. So curious though. What a curious little dog. Eh, it's not good for you. It's not good for you. So I just kind of wanted to restyle this shelf here, and I'm also going to be going through all my pots because I don't need all of the pots that I have here. So I'll definitely continue to mess with this because that's what I do, but I like it a lot better than I did before. It used to just be like a weird conglomeration of plants that I didn't know what to do with. So yeah, I've got my ficuses. There's another little ficus, my tortum, and my Monstera standalliana. Try and show this better. I feel like this is a really underrated plant, and I don't have good luck propagating it, so I've decided this is no longer a shop plant. This is a me plant, and I'm just gonna enjoy it in the house. Okay, so this little stand thing I got off of Facebook Marketplace, and this is where I store my extra plant pots. No, me. No, this is not what we're doing right now. Every time I get on the ground, she thinks it's playtime. I'm hardly playing right now, me. I'm about to go through my pots. Go play with Bernadette. I bet Bernadette wants to play. Bernadette does not want to play. Hey, no bites. Hey. So I'm just going to be going through and seeing what pots I want and don't want. I think I may actually just put them all onto the table, because sitting on the ground is not going to work with little mischief. Where did she go now? She's just trying to play with Bernadette. So I know my grandma was needing some more plant pots, so some of these will go to her. I don't know that I need this many pots, but I mean, I'll probably end up keeping most of them just in case, because you never know. I've got a lot of plants, but the ones that I don't really like and use are the ones with drainage holes in them. So I'm probably going to be moving away from those. Oh, they think it's time for, you know, dinner. It's not. It's not even close. I think it's just barely 3 p.m. these are all the ones. I didn't really get rid of that many, but somehow it just made a ton of space. So just these ones I'm gonna get rid of. And then these aren't plant pots, so I'm gonna quit using them as plant pots and just put them in with my glassware here. But I don't know how getting rid of this many just made so much space, but it definitely did. Alright, so that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you got some plant chores done today too. If you did like this video, please like and subscribe and follow me on Instagram at Queen City Tropicals, and I will see you again soon.